Should be good to go. Oh boy. Should be good. Gonna let it pick up on my iPad real quick before I hit the road again. Come on, come on. You know you want to. Well, maybe I gotta... Oh, yep, there we are. There we are. Right on. What's up, guys? Great to see everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and get right to the road because I'm heading up towards Tryon, Nebraska, just to get ahead of the Hyannis supercell. There are currently several supercells out there. Freddie was on this northern cell up near Mullen and had a brief tornado on it. I don't know if he actually got to see it, but I'm heading to the storm to the southwest of them. That's basically southeast of Hyannis, which is where I had my legendary chase this year. But oh yeah, Chris is here. Got to make him a mod. There we go. Chris is a mod now. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the road because I still have about an hour and 45 minutes to get to Tryon, and that's where I'm gonna meet up with the Hyannis cell. So without further ado, well, actually I'm gonna keep it pointed at me for a little bit just because there really isn't much to see right now. There's a supercell off to my my northeast, but I'm not gonna be able to show it on stream. Just because I'm going pretty much parallel to it. But yeah, I'm currently in extreme northeastern Colorado, getting ready to hit Julesburg, and I am headed to Tryon, Nebraska to get ahead of the Hyannis supercell. If I put the screen forward, you're just going to see blue skies, but over here to the left is where that fourth storm is. There's like a little blip to the south of the Hyannis storm. I mean, it does have some towers going up on it. I just don't have a whole lot of faith in it since it's like well ahead of the outflow boundary. But the Hyannis cell is latched to that boundary, so that's currently my target. If it starts getting behind the boundary, then I'm probably going to go after that blip. But for now, excuse me. Oh boy. All right. Now I could probably put it front, or yeah, back. But over there is the supercell. It's kind of the first storm for me, but it's storm number 4 for Freddie because he's attacking from the north. I think he and I will probably end up crossing paths in Tryon. Yeah, dude, the stream does look great. That's all thanks to you, man. Patrick Pineda is the one. He's the genius behind, you know, getting the stream quality up. Because last year was terrible. I had the worst quality streams out there, I think. But this year, whole new year, whole new slate, thanks to Patrick. I see Paige is in here. Great to see you, love. Deborah, Christy, Justin, nice to see you too, man. Chris, got a lot of people in here already. It's great to see everybody. It's great to be on another chase. So the past couple of weeks have kind of been very slow with regard to chases, but come this weekend and beyond, I think we're going to get a second wind of late season. So from July 18th all the way through August 10th, there's going to be some potential for stronger storms. So I'm definitely excited for this next wind, and definitely excited to get in front of you guys again, for today, and then the next few weeks. I was eyeballing the Gulf Coast for what was it, Invest 93L. I personally don't think that it's going to become a tropical system. They might name it at the very last minute, but I really don't think that it's going to do much of anything. But yeah, so real quick FYI, I still have about an hour and 40 minutes to get to Tryon, Nebraska. So I probably won't be seeing anything crazy over the next hour or so. I know Freddie is on the Mullen storm, so y'all might want to go watch his stream for the next hour, because I'm probably not going to have anything until then. But Freddie is already on that storm, so if you're here for the content, definitely go to Freddie's stream now, and then check back in about an hour. But yeah, today is looking really solid, actually. I couldn't believe that a cell formed over Hyannis again. It hasn't produced or anything, but there's still a lot of potential that it might. The Mullen storm did produce. It produced a very brief tornado. So not bad for a 2% day. I know John McKinney's up in southeastern South Dakota right now, or at least he was about a half an hour ago when I last checked. There were a couple of storms that formed there about an hour prior to the Mullen and Hyannis storms forming. Yeah, let's see. I probably got about 25 more miles in this direction, and then I'll be turning north from, I think, Ogallala. About 5 miles till I hit I-80. So it means I'm probably just a couple miles away from the Nebraska border now. Yeah, looking at Hyannis, it definitely has a couplet. It's starting to get some stronger inflows to it. It's got very strong outflow, but yeah, there's a pretty distinct couplet that's forming on that now. So I may actually miss when that, at least initially, goes tornado warned. But the area of Nebraska that I'm chasing in is a place that I've only chased one time, and I had 9 tornado intercepts on that day, April 27th of this year. So hoping that we're able to snake out like 1 or 2 tornadoes today. The storm that's to the southeast of Hyannis now is warned for 2-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So you definitely don't want to be driving through this thing. Kiwi-sized hail is big enough to crack up your windshield. Yeah, so this overshooting top that you have in front of me is that little blip, but it looks like it's getting shredded up as outflow boundary starts pushing forward. Oh, matter of fact, I'm going to be on I-80 for quite a bit. And I'm in Nebraska now, so yeah, I'm probably going to go a little further east of Ogallala. It's either Sutherland or, actually, it's going to be North Platte where I end up turning north. Actually, I'm very tempted to drive up to Arthur and then get to Tryon. Hold on. Let me exit. More routes. Overview. More routes. No, that adds an hour and a half. Actually, you know what? That might not be a bad idea. That might not be a bad idea. I think I'm going to pop up to Arthur and then drift east on this. That'll get me a little bit closer to the Hyannis cell. And then I can track east with it and probably get ahead or get into blah blah blah. I can't think right now. I'm trying to navigate, drive, and look at radar at the same time. It's a lot. 4.4 miles. Take the Big Springs exit. So I'm gonna actually jet north on this thing pretty quickly. That way I can close ranks with the Hyannis storm and be a little bit closer to it as it approaches Tryon. But I definitely feel the need to get north on this thing as soon as possible. Oh, scheisse. Yeah, I just want to close the gap between myself and this storm now, because Hyannis does look like it's gonna, like, it is riding that boundary very well, so it could produce. Oh, and look at that, Connor McCarty is right out ahead of that hook on Hyannis, so Connor's a good dude. I met him after my last Hyannis chase. I actually didn't meet him there. Saw him there. I think I met him at the summit or on another chase. I don't know. I really don't know. I've met so many people in the last year that it's very difficult to keep up with everybody now. But yeah, no, I would definitely focus on Freddie's stream for at least the next half an hour. And if you want to come back, you can come back. If not, that's cool with me too. Freddie's a good dude. Love Freddie and Eli, and love everything that they do and stand for. So I'll always point you guys in their direction. Also getting the luck of the draw today, because a lot of chasers that I'm aware of are either heading down or are already down on the Gulf Coast. Which again, I really don't think that's going to amount to anything, but most of those guys that are down there now are a lot smarter than I am, so who am I to question what they're doing? We are about to turn to the north. fact, I should probably stop and get some gas. Alright. So there's that blip. As I'm getting closer to it, it's looking more and more like a blip. Nah, I'm not gonna stop for gas yet. I just have this this feeling that if I stop for gas, I am going to totally miss out on the Hyannis cell from producing. And I have a surplus of 150 miles by the time I get to Tryon, and I'm sure there's got to be a gas station in Tryon. There's got to be a couple. And if not, then I could just slide up north towards Mullen. I just don't want to, because Mullen's already gotten its storm today. I don't have a radar up on my screen or anything like that, but I'm like due south-southwest of the Hyannis storm. Should be able to get to Arthur pretty soon. Bug splats. Oh, you know what? Gotcha. I hear you on the bug splats. I'll give it a wipe once I'm pushing east on this thing. I've got a while to go north, and there really isn't going to be anything exciting during that drive north. I really don't want to stop right now. I really don't want to, I don't want to be focusing on that right now. I just really need to, oh, scheisse. Why is it telling me to go forward? Is there a forward road? There should be a forward road. Clear on both sides. Let's go. But yeah, this is the little blip on radar right now that just isn't doing much. So open here. God, that Mullen storm is still drifting east. More east than south. I don't know. I think that Mullen storm is cooked. I think the Hyannis storm is the one to really go after. Arthur, Nebraska. Start. Yeah. I'm just gonna go to Arthur. When I get to Arthur, I'm gonna push east towards Tryon. But this route wanted me to go west a bit, and yeah, I just don't want to do that. I'm actually starting on my northward track a little bit too soon, so yeah. Plus, I'm getting new development out ahead of the Hyannis storm, which the Hyannis storm is starting to get behind the outflow boundary, so I'm not thrilled about that. Maybe you can re-ingest it, I don't know. Got 61 miles till I hit Arthur, Nebraska. So that's the blip out ahead. Just looks like it's decaying over time. Yeah, Hyannis got behind the boundary. I think Freddie was right. Sticking with that lead storm. That's okay. If it remains latched to the boundary, I'll be able to catch up to it a little later. Yeah, especially if... Actually, you know what? This Hyannis storm is still kind of latched. It's just latched in a really weird place. But golly gosh almighty. It looked like those towers were really starting to rip on the back side of or you know the left side of the storm, but I think it's cooked. Difficult to say. To drive over that dam. Next turn I make. minutes till I hit Arthur. And by then, I should be caught up to the storms. I'll be just to the west of them, which means I'm probably gonna have to core punch them in order to get caught up, but that's fine. Turn here. I think it's here. Yeah, it's here. Alright, I got 19 miles in this direction. Okay, that's the road that I wanted to get to. Alright, so it's going to put me 19 miles to the east. And then I'll be booking it north towards Arthur. Nebraska. Up on where that blip is, it's completely gone. Never mind. There's no reflectivity hit on this former storm. See towers going up anywhere else, so something tells me this might be the only game in town today. starting to get up past, well, no, I'm not getting past this blip yet. It still seems like Hyannis is latched. And that Mullen storm is starting to get well, I guess it's Thetford now is about to get a cell merger. The severe warning is for golf ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. So that's 2 1/4 inch hail. Or, no, sorry, 1 3/4 inch. Wow. I'm mixing up my balls. Oh no, that northern storm now looks like it's turned into a total windbag, which strong winds are kind of the primary threat for today. There was a 30% hatched area on the west side of, or western half of Nebraska for today for strong gusty winds. So would not be surprised if some of these thunderstorms today are warned for 70 to 80 miles an hour winds. And that, coupled with up to 2 inch hail, can definitely spell disaster pretty quickly. I honestly feel like, aside from tornadoes, wind-driven hail is probably the second deadliest part about severe weather. Probably, not second deadliest, maybe third deadliest, because tornadoes, clearly the deadliest. Flooding is damn near close to the tornado deaths. Then you got your wind-driven hail. But then again, I really haven't heard of many cases where people have died because of hail. But deaths from tornadoes and flooding is very, very common. If this Hyannis cell is going to get tugged east when it gets to Arthur. I mean, it looks like it is now, but it still has a general southeasterly motion to it. It's not if we get to 50 likes, I'm going to wash the windshield. I'm going to wash the windshield as soon as I get to Arthur. I know it's just going to get worse and worse and worse until I get up near the precipitation. So we'll take care of it as soon as I come to a stopping point, or a place where I can stop for 2 minutes, which should be Arthur. Oh shit. That was a stupid move. I didn't see that truck. That was very, very stupid. Will not do that again. I've got about 35 minutes till I hit Arthur, so as soon as I'm there, I'm gonna pull over and then wash the windshield. Put the Rain-X on the windshield. Starting to get within range and start to see that cell up on the horizon, but definitely not close enough yet. I'm probably about 50 miles away from it still. So it's definitely possible to see the overshooting tops, but I'm still pretty far away from this storm. Yeah, aside from today's chase, there is potential tomorrow and Friday to chase in eastern Colorado. I know for tomorrow, one of the sources Patrick and I used to forecast tornadoes, CIPS. They're hinting at the basically between Fort Collins and Denver, and to the eastern part of the state, I-70 to I-76. That little quadrant is where they're highlighting a risk for tornadoes tomorrow. I'm sure in later outlooks the SPC will at least hint at that. I know NATOcast is also giving that area, a 2 to 3% chance tomorrow. So, okay, what does it want me to do? Straight here, and then it wants me to go even farther east somehow. Lots of people in RVs today. I mean, it's super hot out. It's 95 degrees here. And there were parts of northeastern Colorado that were pushing 100 when I drove through a couple hours ago. That type of heat is here to stay for the next few weeks. Might get a break from it over the next 3 or 4 days, but after that, full blown heat. Okay, why is it? What? going to the right place. I can't tell if it's 61, so it should be it should turn northbound. Okay, yeah, it does. That's what I was worried about that for a minute. It was like, do I have to go 34 more miles to the east? No, I have to go north now. And I'm on an odd number highway, so it should be a north and south option. So that's appreciate you, Flat Circle. Yeah, it's gonna be about a half an hour before I really catch up to a storm and can really see it. But well, we're gonna try and intercept this southwestern storm up in Arthur, Nebraska. But yeah, but as soon as I turn north, you're definitely gonna see it. You'll see the overshooting top at least. You won't see any of the structure below, but and here is that left turn now. I was gonna say this absolutely should be a northbound road. Now you can start to see it. Not a whole lot of the structure beneath it, but you can definitely see that overshooting top ahead and the blueness of this storm. Yeah, there it is. So this is the storm that I've been trying to catch up to for the last hour and a half, because it's only been around for an hour and a half. But yeah, I should be like right up on this thing in about a half an hour. And then I'm probably gonna end up having a core punch it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna punch in Tryon now. Exit this because all I have left is the North Road. Search recent Tryon. Start. Okay. Yes, I know. Severe thunderstorm warning. But yeah, I'll be to Tryon in about an hour. Here's the dam. Here's the big lake. Lake McConaughey. That is a beautiful lake. Need to grab a jet ski and bring it up here. Lake McConaughey. I'm about to drive over the dam here in a second. And goddamn. Oh god, that reminds me of Beavis and Butthead. Is this a goddamn? Get it? Goddamn. Oh my god, I'm so immature. Yeah, That was actually an idea that I had down when I was living in Florida a couple of years ago. Was just taking a jet ski out over the open Atlantic or over the intercoastal waterway and capturing a water spout. Definitely can't use my kayak though, because I won't be able to keep up. But yeah, it's beautiful out here. It's a massive lake. But yeah, that's my storm out ahead. It's looking okay, but last I checked, it at least the tail end of it was getting behind the outflow boundary, but the leading end of it is the leading end still looks like it's latched. Yeah, I'm not waiting for you, buddy. Pedro. The first thing I looked down at my iPad, the first thing I saw was oh, that's so funny. Is that right? 66 miles till Tryon? I keep looking down and seeing the same comment. It's cracking me up. Remember if there's a gas station between here and Arthur, but I don't think that there is one in Arthur. I don't know if this in front of me is going to do anything, but it is very elevated. We're not in Colorado anymore, so I don't have the same faith in elevated storms producing tornadoes that I do down there. Yeah, I'm going to put that back front because I'm going to be I am close enough to see some rain shafts though, so that's cool. Getting terrible fuel economy again because I'm in the sandhills. Hilly terrain is not conducive for good fuel economy. Looks like that whole entire storm is falling behind the boundary. Yeah, the storm itself definitely seems to be weakening. It went from having 2-inch hail to now it's 1.25 inches. So I think this storm at least is in the process of raining itself out. Oh, deer. It's like, what? You might want to go play with the horses. What? I had an error come up on Moblin just now. I have no idea what it said. It said something like frame is red, which I have no idea what that means. But I mean, it looks like it's still holding up. Hey Toxic Duck, great to see you, buddy. My stream's fine. I know I got bugs all over my windshield, so when I get up here to Arthur, I'm gonna clean it off real quick so that you guys have an unobstructed view of what I'm looking at. Unless there's a tornado on the ground, then I'm not gonna worry about that until after it lifts. But I don't think that we're looking at tornadoes in the near future, unless this storm does catch up to that boundary. Which usually when they start getting behind the boundary, the boundary is gonna leave it in the dust. So. But yeah, Mullen, Nebraska had a brief tornado earlier when these storms first formed, right on the outflow boundary. That far northeastern storm latched to the boundary, immediately produced a hook after, and produced a very brief tornado. Which I can't wait to look at Twitter later and see it, because it was a confirmed tornado warning, confirmed by weather spotters, so somebody's going to want to share it. Hopefully they do. Feels so strange coming back up this way, though. Can't believe I'm heading back to Arthur, just the next town south of Hyannis. I can't believe that I'm up here twice in a season. Granted, this setup is far less viable than that setup was, but still, I'm getting some serious deja vu just by being up here. Entering Arthur County. Trying to get up to Arthur as quickly as possible so that I can wipe down my windshield, because it really needs it. And hopefully there will be a gas station there to hit too. It's 82 degrees here, which is how you know that I'm on the back side of this storm. But there's it looks like this is looks like the Hyannis storm is latching to a secondary boundary, so this might actually get going again. Look at that. It's not cooked yet. Which means that northeastern storm, that northeastern storm is bowing out, and I think that these two storms are going to congeal into a line, but before that happens, I'd like to get caught up to it. Because when that line actually does merge with this cell, you could also get some tornadic spin up. Getting pretty close. If any of you guys are on Spotter Network, I'm the far southwestern dot on this southwestern storm. But I should be meeting up with Connor McCarty soon. Oh, there's a new MD. Severe threat continues. Wait, what? What? Let me get around this turn before I read it. Wish I could have a redo with that mega wedge, because I drifted away from it when I really should have been creeping towards it. Could have had a much closer intercept. Baby steps, I guess. Still generally focused along the prefrontal surface trough as it is gradually overtaken by the southward advancing cold front. Thunderstorm development continues to increase and intensify. Severe hail. As a response to veering. Although it would be several more hours before a nocturnally strengthening southerly low-level jet it's very possible now that the tornado threat is cooked. it'll be interesting to see if any more storms form along the boundary and then latch onto it. You do have storms that are forming out ahead of it, but unless they get carried eastward, they won't do much of anything. Let's see about this severe warning to the northeast. 1-inch hail, 70-mile-an-hour winds. Yeah, that's what I thought. That northeastern storm is just bowing out, becoming a massive wind producer. Yep, the southwestern storm is starting to get some massive outflows to it. But I am looking towards where that southwestern storm is going to congeal into a line with the northeastern one, because when that actually does congeal, you might get a brief spin up out of it. So either way, I'll be in Tryon in about 45 minutes. Unless I find gas, then add 5 to that. Windy freaking road. Hey Holly, great to see ya. Raindrops. Oh yeah, I'm almost to Arthur. So yeah, I'm gonna catch the tail end of this storm, which means I'm probably gonna get about 1/2 inch to 1 inch hail along with these raindrops. Maybe he'll do the work for me and just clean off these bug splats. Yeah, I got big raindrops coming down here. I'm sure I'm gonna run into some hail in a little bit. 57 degrees here, so I'm definitely on the cool side of these storms now. So once I punch east again and get out ahead of them again, temperature should be back up in the 80s and 90s. At this point, I'm not going to make that stop to clean off my windshield because my windshield's pretty clean now. That Rain-X doing its work. Oh, look at this! I got a rainbow right in front of me. Weirdest rainbow I've seen. It's so low. Go Rain-X, go! The rainbow's gone already. I think I got up under it and past it. And now I'm in Arthur. Oh, no, there's the rainbow right in front of me. Please, for the love of God, show me a gas station here. I don't think there is one here. I think I gotta go all the way to Tryon to find it, but yeah, I don't see any like self-service pumps here or anything. I think that's the one takeaway that I remembered from the last chase up here, was there was no gas in Arthur. Might be getting a little bit of hail in here. Yep, small hail. Little pea-sized hail. Okay. Here's my turn towards Tryon. Heavy rain to drive through, get out ahead of this storm. Might start losing signal since there is hail in the atmosphere. And I am running Starlink, so hail does like to mess with it. Yeah, I got about 35 miles to go until I'm in Tryon. perspective, it looks like the rainbow's ending right in front of me. Like, on the road right in front of me. That's a perspective thing. Because no matter how close you get to it, it's going to change on you. Yeah, where's that dang goal? I need my brake, guys. I need my lucky brake. Hell, I'll even just take a leprechaun at this point. Alright, temperature dropped all the way down to 63 degrees. Because now I'm in the rain. And pretty far west from the leading flank. But once I get ahead of that leading flank, the temperature should warm back up. All I brought with me today was tank tops, and I do have a hoodie, but it's a little warm for a hoodie, even at 64 degrees. Which, now that I'm heading east, is starting to tick back up. Tryon has gas, because I mean I'll get there and still have about 120 miles of range, but I don't play the gas game like other chasers do. I've never seen my range hit 0 before. I mean, I was there for a certain lecture, so it's not something that I'm gonna mess around with after said lecture. Even though the lecture wasn't even about me. It's, you know, picked up some important things from that lecture, like don't mess with the gas. That Rain-X doing its work. It's the water droplets sliding up the windshield. Kai, great to see you, buddy. Whoa, big CG off to my right. Just missed it because of the hill. Half an hour to go. I've got some more range to drive through until then. Zippy zaps, yeah. I love you. God, this overshooting top is huge. Just flat above me. definitely not playing the gas game. We've watched a couple of streamers do it this year, and they almost did not make it. They were very fortunate that once their range hit 0, that they had a reserve 2 gallons. Not naming names, but if you know, you know. I'm not here to talk down on anybody's game or whatnot. Like, love all my peers in this field, most of them. There's a couple of bad eggs, but for the most part, everybody's a good person, and lots of people look out for one another in this community. So I'm very blessed to be a part of it. Whoa! There's some hail in there again. Probably some more pea-sized hail. Hit the gas on your poopy little Tacoma. Buddy. Gonna book it now. I see the end of see a break in it. stream freeze? I can't tell. Maybe that's just my iPad that's frozen, because it says I'm getting 5 megabits per second, so I can't really tell. I really can't tell. Yeah, sorry guys, I have no visual on the stream, so I have no idea if it's performing or not. I don't know if my iPad just froze or... Ooh, boy. So you get out ahead of this line of storms. Typing in the chat about my stream, I can't see it. I exited out of the stream. I can't pull it back up. Alright, I'm gonna turn off my iPad, give it a second, turn it back on, and see if I can get that stream up and running again. Oh, it's 100% cellular, that's why. So there's a good chance that it's not even working right now.
Paige said stream is fine. Would you like to reply?
No.
Okay.
Thank you, love. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I just figured out that my Starlink is not working right now, mostly because of the ice crystals up in the upper atmosphere above me. It's definitely not surprising that it's pooping the bed right now. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I've got it pulled back up. Appreciate you guys for letting me know. Appreciate you, Paige. Love you so freaking much. Always got my back. Alright. Looks like we're out ahead of it now. Well, to an extent. I think I just need to get really far east and get on that lead storm as it's going through those mergers. I don't know. When I get to Tryon, I'm gonna stop and take a look. Haven't been able to look at all in the last 2 hours. At least not be able to like give it a real look. Like glancing over my radar on the road, yeah, but I'm not able to like really focus on it, so yeah, I think I'm gonna go really far east. Excuse me. What the hell happened to the right side of my windshield? What the heck is that? Oh, I've got mud on my windshield. How? Well, definitely gonna have to wipe off the right side. Perhaps I'll give it a once over with Rain-X when I get into Tryon. I'm only 15 minutes away. Just passed into Central Time, by the way. So it is 6:22 here. kicking my ass. I can't even look at that. I've got windy roads ahead. Give me a sec. I'm gonna look at that again. Once I pass this semi. Space and time. Well, fortunately, I'll get that hour back. So that was the difference between the April 27th chase and this one, is that April 27th we never crossed into Central Time. We stayed in Hyannis, Mullen. And then I tracked all the way north into Valentine that day. But we're farther east of those places now, so we'll get that hour back for the trip home, which will be nice. Not to mention, we'll have a later sunset out here. The only thing that I'm not seeing this storm do that I was kind of expecting it to do was shelf out. So that's what makes me think that maybe this storm, well, no, this storm is cooked. But the initial storm with, actually, no, that's pretty much bombed out into a windbag. I don't know. I'm gonna have to. I don't know what to do with this. I mean, I haven't had a chance to sit down and study the radar, but still would like to have a plan soon. Energy drinks, not the green one. There's some low-hanging scud on the horizon. I don't know if you guys are really able to see that. That's probably too zoomed in. I've found that when I zoom to 2x or more while streaming, my quality does kind of go to shit, so I'm going to put it back on 1. Between normal view and the wide angle lens, those are pretty much the only options I've got. Yeah, it was definitely. I figured it would come in blurry because when I hit that zoom function the last chase, and then went back and reviewed the footage later, it was like, wow, that is super blurry. And that's when Brady came in. That's when Storm Runner and Freddie came in. So I did that to myself. it's namely because it's behind the outflow boundary now. So I'm gonna continue to get east on this thing to the point where the lead storm is actually latched, or it appears to be latched at least. It's kind of like it's a point where two outflow boundaries meet. So it's not. Wouldn't say that that's entirely cooked. Colliding boundaries along with a storm in that collision spot might be enough. Got 7 miles till Tryon. Just really want to make sure that there's a gas station in town. Yeah, I'm sure there is a fix for that zoom, but it's not something I'm going to be able to do now. But we'll definitely meet on that at a later point. Perhaps before tomorrow's chase or the day after. But I mean, wait, who is this? Who would be that? He's definitely photographing the storm. Figured I'd honk and be like, "Hey, chaser, fellow chaser." I don't know, I just get super excited when I see other chasers out in the field. You know, whether I know them or not, it's just exciting to see other people in this country that are passionate about the things that I'm passionate about. You know, I grew up in Baltimore, and there weren't a lot of people. There was almost no people out there other than myself that you know, or that at least that I met that you know, shared in the same type of passion for meteorology as I have. So that alone. I can't say I had a difficult childhood, because I really didn't, but not having that in common with anybody out there was definitely rough. What is that? See that on the leading edge there? It's probably scud, but it honestly looks like a white funnel. It's scud, yeah. Still, glad to be on a storm that has that scud now. Under 3 miles till Tryon, so fingers crossed for gas, otherwise I'm gonna be in a scramble. Chaser vans. fingers crossed that there's gas here. I have about 117 miles of range. Got a Master Chief load waiting, or left. Damn. Alright. A good amount of lightning on this though. That's not entirely rained itself out yet. Alright, you dingus town, you better have some gas. Or I'm hooked. Sorry. Not going to Mullen. Could keep going towards North Platte though. North Platte was my original target. Very gusty winds. I'd say that's probably 20 to 25 mile an hour winds right now. Oh, is this a gas station? It's a self-service gas pump. How the heck do you do this? Diesel, unleaded. Hold up. Be right back, guys. Please tell me this works. Of course not. Oh, fuck me. Nope. These are old out-of-service pumps. I done screwed up. All right. Gas stations. Gulf Oil. How far is... Oh my God. Okay. Sinclair gas station, 26 miles to my east. That's the direction I'm heading anyway. I'm just gonna go ahead and get out there now. And then I'll look at radar. Because basically what I just drove through is way beyond the outflow boundary now. And actually that main storm is getting behind it now too. Damn. This is a very electric storm. I'm going to stay out ahead of this. I want to get beyond this this gas thing real quick. this scud out ahead of me interacts. It's no longer sucking in scud. I don't think that I have any rotation whatsoever. Somehow I've made it into a conga line. Oh, Tim Slane. He's a Colorado storm chaser. I've run into him several times. I saw him when we he and I were both on that QLCS tornado in eastern Colorado last year. Can't think of the name of the township. It starts with an H. I can't remember it. But yeah, this scud up above me right now is not rotating at all. But yeah, real quick, I want to preface that I am prioritizing gas right now. I would like to get out and view this thing, but you know, with 108 miles of range and 21 miles to go to get to gas, I just don't want to chance it. But if I see something, I'm obviously going to stop. I just don't see anything. Well, that's not true. It's not that I don't see anything. It's just... I don't know. It's kind of fugly back there. Have AAA. Oh yeah, I know I have AAA. The point is to not have to fall back to it. All right, buddy, if you're gonna keep going this slow, I'm gonna pass you again, just like 15 miles ago. Oh, never mind. I don't need to pass him. I'm turning right in a mile. There's nothing out here. Why is my... Oh, I missed the turn. It was where that guy turned. Damn it. Son of a gun. I missed my turn. Of course I did. Wait, what? Now it just flip-flopped the directions on me again. What is going on with Google Maps? This seems like it would be somebody's property. It is. It's the McNutt Farm. McNutt. Oh God, that's a terrible name. That is a terrible name. Hold up. Hold up. Why is it trying to get me to go back to where I came from? Fucking twat, come on! Sorry. God, oh, bless it. Why is this being this way? It's telling me to turn right here and there's no road here. You see this? Like, why? Why would you tell me to go this way? I don't get it. There's no road here. This is stupid. Why? Why? I mean, we're getting crazy CGs over this way. I can't tell which way to go, man. I'm just gonna search Stapleton, Nebraska. Okay, so I did miss a turn back there. Go figure. Google craps. Get some decent CGs. Out that way. Also getting some very strong wind gusts. So it's because of what just happened that I like to, I almost prefer to have at least one other person in the car to help with navigation, because it's a lot to do on your own. Navigating, looking at radar, driving. Okay, so supposedly this is the way. This is the way. I have 20 miles to go, 95 miles of range, which is probably, I probably have even less range because I'm getting terrible fuel economy right now. Getting like 19 miles per gallon, which is like 13 less than I'm used to in this car. Yeah, let's pan that over to the left a little bit. Apparently I take this road all the way there. Freaking felt that. That was close. My arm just got warm there for a second there. That bolt was close as hell. Shoulder hurts now. What the hell? What the hell? Why does my shoulder feel out now? It just happened. What the heck? breathing a sigh of relief now. This up ahead is that leading edge that that keeps forming right behind the outflow boundary, and by right behind, it's like 10 miles behind now. Come on, don't do this. It's so streaky. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I'm stopping for gas here in a little bit. I'll be able to wipe that down. Wipe it down. Yeah, sorry for the streaks and the blotches and blobs and whatever on the screen right now. If not for this being so far behind the boundary, I would actually be interested in what this is up ahead, but it's completely detached from the cloud base, so it's nothing noteworthy. Of course, you wouldn't even be able to see it because there's a big old streak in it. That made it 10 times worse. Yeah, it is really not anything noteworthy there. Yeah, so basically what's going to happen is this storm to the north of me now is going to rain itself out because it is very far behind the outflow boundary now. Gonna rain itself out, blow a bunch of wind, and then it's gonna just poof, die. I mean, this scud right here looks pretty wild, but unfortunately it's nothing. It's just scud. It's not rotating. Whoop. It's not rotating at all. It's not sucking up new scud. It's just kind of dropping on its own. It's just nothing. If there was any semblance of rotation, I'd be stopping, but there isn't. This is just storm outflows at this point. If this storm was still latched to the boundary, I would have stopped right there, but it's not. Now we're just reduced to special weather statements. This has lost all severe characteristics to it. It's just winds of 55 miles an hour. Got 6.5 miles until I hit this gas station, and I have 77 miles of range left. 3.5 miles. Please show me a town. Please show me any semblance of civilization. A couple of buildings, so maybe. It did say that there is a Sinclair in town, so let's hope that's true. Hope it's true and hope it remains open. Miles, 70 miles of range. My range is ticking down faster than my actual travel. Still getting 18.8 mpgs. That's terrible. Exit these directions, go back, hit search, recent. Oh, wait, never mind. Search, gas. quarter of a mile on the right. Is that it here? I can't tell. Yes, that is it. Sweet. I'm gonna go to the other side. I'll be right back. Window up. All right, guys, give me a minute. Almost ran out of gas there. That's crazy. Not gonna lie, guys, it's a little chilly. Tidbit nipply. Oh, that's right. I was gonna wipe real quick. Be right back. this right now. Rain-X the windshield real quick. It's missing the windshield entirely. Start attacking this thing again. Figure out where it is I'm gonna go. Now look at that, Dad. There's a Jeep Gladiator that just went on by. Oh God, that made it worse, didn't it? Oh boy. What? Oh, why did I do this? Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and point at what's getting ready to overtake us here. Because there is some pretty solid lightning with this. All right, now I want to look at the radar. Hey, Allie, great to see you. I'm actually not too far from you. I'm in Stapleton right now. City Flyer, great to see you. And John Johnson, you as well. Tons of wind reports up to the northeast, and there's a tornado warning up to the northern stretch of that line, though it's radar indicated. What was that last paragraph? Oh yeah, this cluster is capable of tornadoes and wind damage. Yep. I'm gonna take a moment to figure out where I'm gonna go next. Actually, you know what? North Platte might not be a terrible place to drop down to. That's Lucio down there right now. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. Randomly saw North Platte in chat, and that's exactly where I'm headed now. Recent searches, North Platte, 32 minutes. All right. I'm gonna stay out ahead of this and see if I can get a shot of the shelf cloud. God, this is bad. What did I do to my windshield? All right, maybe I'm gonna stay here and wipe it down one more time. That's that's honestly terrible. And it's every time I do my wipers. You know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it. That's terrible. Oof. Alright. Tough. Alright, I need to check one more thing. Glad it's all happening here. Oh yeah, no, it's fine. I thought my antenna was coming off. Alright. We're going. Heading to North Platte. Heading south to North Platte. Probably gonna need a few wipes to get clean. No pun intended. Man, I hand wiped it. Why do I still have all this residue on it? Man, I know I don't need new wipers. I replaced them before my last road trip, so it should be good for another 10,000-15,000 miles. Yeah, sorry for the smudges and streaks right now. Smithfield, North Carolina. I actually went to school not far from there. I went to East Carolina University. Graduated from there with a degree in mathematics. But yeah, I've been through Smithfield a few different times. I was there on April 5th after that big long stretch of severe weather. I got there on the last day of it. Some pretty cool places. I got low bit rate. Why do I have low bit rate? Oh, because Starlink's not powering up. Why is Starlink not powering up? Gosh, this is pretty amazing looking. Even though it's a very outflow dominant storm now, it still looks pretty cool. I might have to reset the video real quick because Starlink is still out, which it shouldn't be. You know, it's not hailing here anymore, so should be fine. Might have to relaunch my Moblin. This is yeah, I have to clean off my wipers because they're just, I don't know, they're streaking dust or mud or something up all over my windshield. Oh, hey! It's really good. Did not know how I got out to this too late. The HRRR was saying 6 o'clock for initiation. These storms initiated by 2:45. Find me a place to pull over. That's what I'm gonna do. I need to get these smudges out. It's kind of annoying the shiza out of me. So I can only imagine what it's putting you guys through. Be right back. Hopefully that helps. Change the focus, gotcha. We'll do that. So this is a big monster storm, but I mean, it's so far behind its leading outflow boundary that I really don't expect anything to spin up from this. Storms become elevated. It looks like our base is now sitting about 18,000 feet, so it's too high for tornado genesis. Let me tell you a thing or two about being too high. No, not really. But then again, yes, really. God, this whole thing with my windshield is fucking me off. What the hell? Can't get it totally clear. Maybe I do need new wipers already. Yeah, I tried spitting on it. I tried hand wiping it. I tried wiping it with TP. Yeah, no, I've tried everything. I think I just need to replace my wipers, which sucks because I literally just replaced them last month. They're streakers. Would not be surprised if Freddy is called the chase. Just because the majority of the tornado potential is done. There's still some potential way up in southeastern South Dakota, but as far as Nebraska is concerned, the outflow boundary has gotten well beyond the convection, so I don't think that we have much, if any, of a tornado threat left. But I do want to get out ahead of this, get to North Platte, and perhaps get a view of the shelf cloud out ahead of this. There's tons of lightning on this. So when I get down towards North Platte, I'm gonna circle around and we'll watch it come in, and we'll meet up with it there, and then I think that will be how we end up wrapping the stream. But we still got about half an hour. Got 15 minutes to get down to North Platte, and then another 15 minutes of watching the storm approach, and then I think we're gonna call it. Just because everything is outflow dominant now. Our tornado potential in Nebraska is basically vanished. It was for that initial, that initiation, like right when the Mullen storm initiated, it produced a very brief and weak tornado. And then other than that, there hasn't been any tornado warnings. The Hyannis storm ended up falling well behind the outflow boundary, which we ended up driving through it at a couple of points, and that's where we caught the hail earlier. And so I figured we'd go east and meet up with that, what was originally the Mullen storm, to see if it would catch back up to the boundary and latch on again, but unfortunately that did not happen. And I can definitely say unfortunately, because this is a very sparsely populated area. I haven't seen very many towns. Can't even call them cities. They're just blinking you miss it townships. So like ideally, like this would be the ideal area for a tornado to form, because there's a very low likelihood that it will impact any structures or people. So the Sandhills in Nebraska is easily one of my favorite places to chase, solely because of that. Because just like Freddie and other chasers, I don't want to see people's livelihoods get turned upside down from severe weather. Like, I do know that being in this field long enough, you are going to come across that. But at least out here you won't, because hold up, what is this? Fucking find it. Where are these people? Who are you? No, I was slowing down just in case I ran into Freddie, because that would be a stop that I make. But I don't know if peeing on it would do anything. I don't think that would be very helpful. Oh, there we go. Now it's better. 7.5 miles away from North Platte. Beep, 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 beep. I mean, there is still some new development on it, but I think it's just because of that boundary interaction. But it's no longer sitting on the boundary, so fudge. Yeah, sunset is going to be really pretty. Which that sunset is in about an hour. Hour and a half is when we lose our daylight. Oh yeah, Justin, FYI, tomorrow the storms could be really rough in your area and mom and dad's area. So definitely, I'll keep a close eye when I can. I'm probably going to be out chasing Colorado tomorrow, but tomorrow's storms do carry that potential for tornadoes in Maryland. I don't expect anything too terribly strong, but you know, getting a brief spin up or two is certainly not out of the picture. All right. It's a significantly high base storm now. What about south of Pueblo? Yeah, if those boundaries are doing something, you should get out there, since you're not going to have to put 600 miles on your car with those bearings. That's what's left of that blip down to the south of me. They severe warned this again? Hold up. They severe warned this storm, the part of the storm that I'm on. 60 mile an hour winds, nickel sized hail. That's marginally severe. I think they could have gotten away with issuing a special weather statement. Unless those spotters observed 60 mile an hour winds, which it's possible. When I was at the gas station, we were getting 45 mile per hour sustained gusts. Or sustained winds, and then we were getting gusts a little bit higher. But that's when it had a special weather statement on it. It's not a dirt road. It's a driveway. Actually really curious, where is the National Weather Service station out here in North Platte? Keeping my eye open for that big white dome, but I have no idea where that would be. think that there is a traditional shelf cloud on this. Parkview Community. East side of town at the airport. Gotcha. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense to keep it there. Here, I'm actually going to turn into here. Turn back towards... Yeah, that storm doesn't look like much of anything anymore. Like, that's what's left of it. It's very high based. Not quite, it's not a shelf cloud. It's weird. Here, let me go to wide angle. Yeah, I'm not really seeing much of a shelf cloud on it. I'm actually also not in a terrible spot anymore because I am only 5 hours away from home. But I don't know how I feel about this storm anymore. Like, I mean, it's clearly congealed into a full-blown line of storms. But I don't see anywhere that there would be notches. I don't see any real notches forming on this, so I don't think there's going to be much of a QLCS threat with this. I think it's mainly strong winds and hail with this now. They're expecting up to 70 mile an hour winds, up to 2-inch hail. And now that this is outflow dominant, I think that hail size is going to come down. I'll go ahead and take a look at tomorrow's forecast real quick. Wait, you're right across the block from me. Okay. That's funny. That's I was just stopping at a random spot. I was not anticipating being close to anybody on stream. That's great. So tomorrow, they put a slight risk for eastern Colorado tomorrow and gave us a 2%. Yeah, that's perfect. That's the I-25 corridor from southeast Wyoming all the way down to the Colorado-New Mexico border, all along I-25. So that's going to be perfect for tomorrow. Well, I kind of figured that they were going to issue that 2% too, because the models, at least the HRRR, was hinting at that corridor, the I-25 corridor. And then for the day after, it's still marginal, and it's blank for our area, but I think that'll change as long as the models keep hinting at that supercell formation on the East Coast, or not East Coast, eastern part of Colorado, rather. Okay, there we go. Now the shelf is starting to really illuminate. It's not the prettiest shelf cloud I've seen, but there's a lot of cloud cover that's obscuring my view of it. Yeah, it's a good view. It was good that you went and did some things because there really wasn't a whole lot of excitement on my end. I was back when I was at the gas station. I was looking at a gust front and small hail that's getting smaller with time. But yeah, I'm glad you were able to get some things done, and welcome back. I will likely be ending the stream soon, just because this setup's cooked. The setup is definitely cooked now. Just kind of want to check on. Where's Freddy going?
I love Runza, but games.
Oh. Oh, he's in Broken Bow, Nebraska. He's out ahead of me a bit. Oh, he's way out ahead of me.
Listen, I told my dad Cherokee. Your dad's home. I told him Cherokee. He's got Sadi. Bud drum on the screen. We'll have to take a look at Sadi.
Yeah, none of this looks. I'm under a really dark cloud to your east. Yeah, it's gonna get really windy here in I'd say about 10-15 minutes. I mean, the wind's already starting to pick up now, but just give it 10-15 minutes. You're gonna start getting like 40-45 mile an hour sustained winds. It's gonna feel like a tropical storm. Oh yeah, after my last stream, guys, literally 2 minutes after I signed off the Colorado chase, I smacked an owl. An owl hit my windshield. Fortunately, it didn't even crack, but the owl probably did. I know Paige doesn't like hearing that, so sorry, Paige. Broken Bow, Nebraska.
I dropped straight south out of Broken Bow. That'll put us in position to get on this some airports north south. I'm just gonna put in, I think it's drive straight down south. It's gonna be kind of right. Oh yeah, those machines.
Yeah, honestly, I could if you guys can't tell, I've got Freddy up on my phone right now. I just kind of wanted to see what he was up to, but for me personally, I think this is cooked. I think this is like, we're looking at outflow dominant storms now, and usually that means no shot at tornadoes, but yeah, these are very elevated storms now. Yeah, none of this looks good anymore. I think if you're up in Sioux Falls, yeah, the Sioux Falls, Del Rapids area, that might be a place where you need to really watch out for potential tornadoes. But I think with the rest of this line, since it's so far behind the outflow boundary now, I think the whole chase is cooked. I'm gonna check out the boundaries near Pueblo, because apparently Patrick was noting, oh yeah, there are several outflow boundaries. There's one getting ready to collide with another. I just don't think that that's a good look for any storm development in that area. Yeah, honestly, that's cooked.
I love watching. Yeah, old Crash was I love watching Crash. That was, I believe that was the nuclear device Canadian Trapper. Yeah, the Trapper. I remember that. Yeah.
You're not gonna run. Yeah. I wouldn't either. It doesn't look great. You know, it would definitely be an excuse to get out, but I don't think that there's anything noteworthy about it. Yeah, this is cooked. This is very elevated. Why is there a TVS on this? I don't even get it. This makes no sense.
Alright guys, we're headed south now at a Broken Bow. We're, positioning for the severe warm storm here. Kind of heading down towards Lexington, Nebraska. We're gonna head south here.
There's no way this has a 3,000 foot base on it. That TVS is a lie.
I thought we'd have a more impressive damaging wind than we are right now. It's a good thing it's not, obviously, but I just figured we would have a little bit more impressive one. Better shelf cloud.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. Nice shelf cloud. But,
Yep, that's what I was looking for. A nice shelf cloud. I mean, it really doesn't look good anywhere. Like, here, let me show it to you. I mean, it does not look good on any part of this storm. Yeah, not impressed. I'm gonna step out real quick. Oh, my legs. Let's stretch out. I'm gonna see if I can get out to a clearing so I can see this storm. Hey, Allie Lucas, is there a clearing on the south side of town before the highway?
Thank you for the warning there.
No, I'm assuming that's probably after the highway.
Just like that, we've gone through that. God, that was pretty good. Yeah. That would be good, Charlie. We're going to just create our own warnings for hurricane streams. Chad, Charlie's been working hard on the hurricane streams.
Oh wait,
Over the last
I went to the wrong place.
I
Went the wrong direction. On Google Maps, why are you slacking so bad? Why are you gonna be such a slacker? Google Maps. if I can find a clearing off to the left where I can, view what's left of this storm. But here, I'm gonna close Freddy's stream. I really don't like it. That TVS is sticking around though. I don't know why. I don't get it. I really don't see anything on this storm that's worth looking at. Pretty sure this is how I get to I-80. Yeah, why would you put a TVS on that? That's barely even a lowering. See what this radar is seeing. Yeah, I just passed Lucio now. He's been chilling in North Platte for a little over an hour now. Parlor Tattoo is open. I might as well go get some ink while I'm up here. I'm just gonna drive to the south side of town and look east and see if I see anything, and if not, then that will be when I call it. Oh, you know what? I see something that I have to stop for. Runza. I totally said that if I ever see a Runza, I'm gonna stop and get one, or get whatever it is they have here. Yeah. I'll be right back, guys. Actually, you know what? There's a drive-through. There is a drive-through.
Hi, welcome to Runza. What can I get for you today?
I need a moment, please.
Of course. Order whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Yeah, can I get a number 8, just the strips with buffalo sauce, and then an order of popcorn chicken?
Of course. Did you want any dipping sauce with that as well?
No thanks.
Of course. What else can I get for you?
I'm gonna order of frings.
Of course. What else can I get for you?
That's gonna be it.
I have a 4 strip with buffalo sauce, a popcorn chicken, and frings.
Yep.
That'll be $14.16 at that first window.
Thank you. Hey guys, I've never been to a Runza before, so I might as well check that off of my to-do list. So actually, up until Freddie talked about it on one of his previous streams, I had no idea that Runza even existed. So you could call me either uncultured or just an idiot. Okay. I'm looking at radar. Check radar for what? I have no idea what you're referencing. Hey.
16? Would you like any hidden results today?
No, thank you.
Is that? Well, that food right out for you.
Appreciate you. Can't just be like, hey, check radar, and then not be specific about it. Like, there's... Yeah. I'm looking at North Platte. I'm using North Platte right now. This is not... It's like 15 miles north of the outflow boundary now, so none of this is actually going to go. I mean, it is the tail end Charlie, which is probably why it has that severe warning, but I really don't think that it's going to be anything. But I'm going to go to the south side of town and get a view of it from the west. Thank you so much. You too. Frings. What are frings? Is that like French fry onion rings? Because it smells like onions. This is my swamp. Pay the fuck attention. Sorry, that was a little passive. That was a little passive. I won't lie. That's yeah. I'm a little kind of a dick for that. It's just onion rings. Nothing special about them. guess I'm just gonna get a little bit south of town, pan the view out east, and then wrap the stream, because this storm is obviously falling apart. May even start raining on us here. Okay, so that will be my exit back home. Just want to get south of the highway real quick so I can get a view of this storm, but I mean, it is not even an ugly storm anymore. There's nothing left to it. I'm just going to turn left here and face you guys towards what's left of the storm, so you'll see why this is why I'm really considering ending the chase, because there's nothing, I don't think there really is anything left to chase. It's all extremely high base now. That TVS tornadic velocity signature on radar scope was definitely BS. But yeah, no, this is, here, I'm gonna get over this bridge real quick and I'll find a spot to pull off so that I can wrap the stream. But yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna stop right here. But yeah, guys, this is what's left of that storm. The base is probably 18,000 feet now. So all this thing is going to do is rain itself out, and then you know, have some winds, like maybe like 50 to 60 mile an hour winds, but it's just going to rain itself out and then die. So I do think that this storm is cooked. I think we're doing good. How are you? Pretty clearly in that guy's way. Yeah, no, this thing's cooked. I definitely think that we're going to be out chasing tomorrow. You know, especially with the I-25 corridor. Here, let me go ahead and matter of fact, radar scope is cooked right now.
Chasing this thing?
I was. It's pretty much done. Yeah, it's just gonna be like, it's gonna be wind and it's gonna rain itself out.
West side of town, northwest side of town. In about an hour and 45 minutes ago, man, that thing was coming. We got the back side of that thing, and I thought, oh, it's gaining momentum.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of died out.
Yeah. Now it's just raining itself out. There's hardly any hail left in it. Like these white clouds ahead is it, but
Storm chaser?
yeah.
Where you from?
I live in Colorado Springs.
You just follow.
Yeah.
Go out here, man. I thought this one tonight. They canceled baseball games and everything because they thought this thing was coming through, and it was kind of crazy there for a minute.
It was, especially about half an hour to the north. Like, it definitely felt like a tropical storm up there. But
All right, man. Take it easy.
yeah, you too, man. So Pepper is better. I use radar scope for, well, radar. And then for forecast models, I use pivotalweather.com. And then for Storm Prediction Center guidance, I just use the SPC's website, spc.noaa.gov. And then in addition to that, for more specific tornado outlooks, I'll use NATOcast, which is on Twitter, and then SIPS, which is another Storm Prediction Center tool online. But yeah, no, dead ahead, it looks like there's a hail core. But aside from that, this storm is pretty much cooked. I don't know why it keeps throwing these TVSs on it, but this thing's done. So here, I'm going to spin this around to the front. Excuse me. Just for reference, this is the radar that I use. It's radar scope. In addition to that, I'll use the Storm Prediction Center outlooks, which is that page, spc.noaa.gov. I will also use SIPS, which is basically experimental analog-based severe probability guidance. So like for day one, pixels and contours. Nope. Day one, pixels and contours for tornadoes. I mean, it's very small. There's like one little speck that this is highlighting in northeastern Colorado, which is going to be the way that I head back. You can find it through just Googling CIPS severe weather, and it should be the first result that comes up. Pivotal weather for the models, radar scope. Yeah, thank you, Paige. Thanks, love. Really appreciate that. Those are the links to most of those things. Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting that I'm streaming and it's facing me, but I don't know whose idea it was for me to get Runza, but it's kind of dog. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, okay. Let me not eat yet. I can eat when I sign this thing off. But yeah, so tomorrow we're gonna go live again. I'm thinking probably by noon or 1 o'clock. But I will definitely have to sorry, I'm drawing blanks. I'm not in my right mind right now. I just need, at this point, I just need to get back home. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to be along the I-25 corridor in Colorado. I'm sure it's going to be another severe watch, unless they uptrend on the tornado potential, which tomorrow will be more of a supercellular mode and less of this congealed line nonsense. So we'll have that to look forward to. Oh, wait a minute. Check this out. Rainbow. Yeah. Sorry. I'm going to spin that back, but yeah, so we'll be back at it tomorrow. Keeping an eye out for Friday, but I don't really anticipate it being much. And then the following week we're we're looking at an uptick in severe weather, and that should last 2 to 3 weeks. So we're gonna get a reinvigorated second season, basically. But yeah, this is gonna be where we wrap up today's stream. I'd like to get home by midnight, so that actually I'll get home by like 11:30, so that'll be all right. But I'm gonna head home now, and we'll be back at it tomorrow afternoon. And everybody, thank you all for joining in. Thank you all for being here and supporting the channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And I look forward to doing this again for you guys tomorrow. And I'll see you all then. Peace, guys.